Japan is a fascinating, beautiful country that is unlike any other. There are so many fantastic things to do in Japan that one trip is still not enough. It has captured our hearts, and we can't resist returning. From ancient temples to futuristic dining, fun-filled festivals to spine-chilling ghost tours, tranquil hotels to cosplaying go-kart racing, Japan has something for everyone. In this video, I'll show you the best things you can do in Japan. We'll get a glimpse of their culture, environment, cuisine, faith, and breathtaking scenic beauty. I know you guys are excited, so without further ado, here are the top 10 things to do on your trip to Japan in 2022. Starting from number 10, let the bullet train zoom you through the mountains. The Shinkansen, or bullet train, of Japan takes the first spot. It is the quickest and most convenient way to see the country. It can make the journey at a top speed of 177 miles per hour. It flies past Japan's snowy peaks and lush green hills, with the Tokaido Shinkansen line bringing you right up and close and personal with Mount Fuji, a sight you must see for yourself. One of the really cool things to do in Japan is travel the country by train, and if you're in a budget, locals recommend purchasing a Japanese Rail or JR Pass before traveling, because these heavily discounted tickets are only available to tourists. Moving on to number 9, visit the magical Studio Ghibli Museum. We all know that Japan is home to some of the world's best animation, but Studio Ghibli has a special place not only in Japan, but also in the International Film Hall of Fame. Studio Ghibli's timely classics like Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro provide a fantastic insight into Japanese culture, thanks to legendary artist Hayao Miyazaki at the helm. The museum provides a unique front row seat to Miyazaki's never-ending imagination, and according to our Japanese locals, the museum is a place where Ghibli films come to life. As a big fan, I can totally confirm that this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to visit Japan. You'll be able to watch an original short animated film from Studio Ghibli that can only be seen inside the museum. Up next is number 8. Spend the night in a well-known capsule hotel. Individual pods, sometimes dozen to a room, each a self-contained mini hotel room with a bed, lights, and sometimes even a TV. Totally unlike any other accommodation, capsule hotels can be found all over Japan, and they range from futuristic plastic tubs to comfortable sleeping mini rooms with a window and a view. But for the most part, the room is about the same size as a twin bed you used to sleep on as a kid. That's why I think a Japanese capsule hotel looks like something out of a science fiction film. Your personal pod has a bed, lights, and that's about it mostly. It's a pretty sweet deal in big cities like Tokyo, with designs ranging from rustic country bunk beds to compartments. There's something for everyone. Moving on to our number 7. Celebrate Japan's all-year-long festivals. With over 200,000 festivals, or matsuri, held throughout the year, you can plan a jam-packed party schedule whenever and wherever you visit Japan. The enchanting Chichibu Night Festival is a must-see for a romantic winter evening under hundreds of fireworks and lanterns. Or, if summer nights are more your style, check out the Aomori Nebuta Matsuri, where hundreds of mythological creatures parade through the streets. Get insider information on Japanese festivals from the people who know the most about them. Locals. The Shimokitazawa Curry Festival, which features 142 vendors from all over Japan, was recently recommended by one of our locals in Japan. That sounds like a lot of fun. You can definitely find delectable dishes, as well as reasonably priced souvenirs all at the same time. Are you ready for our number 6? A ghost tour in Tokyo to keep you awake all night. Japan is also well known for its rich heritage in unnerving urban legends and strange ghost stories. Tokyo is brimming with ancient reminders of its spiritual heritage, from small side street shrines to massive temples. On a guided ghost tour like the Haunted Tokyo Tour, measure your courage to the max and meet some of the local paranormal legends. Get some insider knowledge from one of our residents about visiting the haunted Aoyama Cemetery during the Obon season, when the dead could most easily jump into the world of the living. If you're a total geek for the supernatural and unusual like me, this is totally recommended. Wow, we're already at number 5. Enter the gates of Afterlife at Mount Orizan. Mount Asore literally translates Dread Mountain in Japanese, is also known as the gateway to the afterlife because it has a geographical characteristic that are similar to Buddhist depictions of hell and paradise, such as 8 surrounding peaks and a river, Sanzu no Kawa, that all dead souls must cross on their way to the underworld, and is often found to be similar to the river Styx of Greek myth. Mount Osorizan's mountainous rock formations create a maze of sacred volcanic springs, which bubble yellow and red due to high sulfur levels. This day trip is ideal for those seeking an off-the-beaten-path experience in Japan. Unfortunately, this is only open from May to October, but I promise you guys it'll be worth it, particularly during the Asorizan Taisai, a summer festival where blind mediums channel the spirits of the dead. Definitely a one-of-a-kind experience. Up next is our number 4, making a wish while visiting a Shinto shrine. Thousands of Shinto shrines can be found throughout Japan. Simple altars dedicated to local mountain gods, to impressive palace-like halls filled with priceless artifacts and ancient statues are among the holy places. Thousands of small wood planks, known as ema, swing from walls and fences at Shinto shrines all across Japan. Visitors from all around the world are given the opportunity to make an offering and write a prayer or wish on an ema, which the spirits, or kami, can see. I'm sure you've seen it in almost every anime, but experiencing it with your family, friends, and loved ones is far more memorable. However, remember to observe the rules of Japanese shrine and etiquette so that you can enjoy the experience while also respecting the local religion and traditions. With so many amazing things to do in Japan, this is a great opportunity to reflect on your Japanese adventures and, of course, to wish to return at some point. We're almost done with our list, but don't forget our number 3. You gotta catch them all at Japan's Mega Pokemon Center. You'll be able to make your wonderful dream a reality here in Japan's Mega Pokemon Center in downtown Tokyo. It's time to return to the world of Pokemon and relive your childhood fantasies. Collectibles, plush toys, accessories, and clothing abound. The shop is quite large, and it will take you at least an hour to go through it all. Find awesome Pokeballs and hundreds of other Pokemon-themed items by getting lost in the shelves, with super cute Pikachu plushies and rare Pokemon memorabilia to choose from. It's no easy task to decide which Pokemon to bring with you on your Japanese adventures, in case you are challenged to a Poke Battle. Moving on to number 2. Become a real-life Mario Kart champ on the streets of Tokyo. Your true Mario Kart skills were on display in a true Mario Kart race in Tokyo, even if you were a pro at Koopa Troopa Beach or Rainbow Road. While racers cannot throw exploding Koopa shells, they can push their cars at speeds of up to 50 miles an hour while dressed as their favorite characters. Unfortunately, Mario Mobility, or the old Mario Kart company, was recently in hot water with Nintendo for copyright issues. Luckily, for those looking to rent a street cart in Tokyo, they weren't the only ones on the block. Others continue to operate. It's still more of a tour than a race, but it's still your shot at gaming glory. And finally, our number 1. Taste the future at Tokyo's Robot Restaurant. Giant robots, pumping bass, and laser shows can be found at Tokyo's Robot Restaurant. If this is what the future holds, we're all in. In an epic battle dinner show, women in glitzy bikinis pilot 4-legged robots while dodging lasers. Robot Restaurant is a sensory overload, and despite the fact that Japan is a very family-friendly country, this Technicolor robot dinner theater is best left to the grown-ups. Despite the fact that it is marketed as a restaurant, locals claim that only some people eat here. Yes, they serve food, but it isn't the best in the area. People instead come for the amazing robot show and the drinks. As our video comes to an end, I'd like to remind you that knowing a little about the culture before visiting Japan is helpful, especially for first-timers. So, if you've already visited Japan, what are some things you didn't realize until you got there? Please feel free to add your own suggestions in the comment section below for others to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video has given you a lot of ideas. Enjoy your time in this strange and beautiful country. See you on the next one.